Hey y'all, back with another one for you. It's your boy Jay Lewis with Eclectic Amalgamation. I know it's been a long time, but I'm back and it ain't as long as it was last time. So I'm getting better. Stick with me here, people. But today we're talking about WWE. Now, Crown Jewel just passed, and I'm okay with Crown Jewel as a PLE in general. I'm not the biggest fan of the Crown Jewel Championship. It was completely unnecessary. I feel like it's a useless accolade that they just wanted to give somebody, and it's a title that only means anything in Saudi Arabia. They won't defend it any other time. It's probably not, going to be defended by the current champion next year, because if it is, it's just going to be, it'll have to be, Cody will have to be the champion for the whole next year, which is a possibility, but I don't think it's going to happen. And same thing with Liv. She'd have to be defending next year she'd have to be the champion, which most likely is not happening. I doubt Liv is going to be holding that title for a whole year. It's just not likely to happen. I feel like Raquel's going to turn on her at some point anyway, even if she does get to hold on to it for a while. So she's going to be losing that belt. But yeah, it's just, I feel like the Crown Jewel Championship was just a useless accolade. That was just a waste of money as far as I'm concerned with WWE. They spent all that money making these two extremely ostentatious belts that were really unnecessary. Like, all that build up, and it was basically just for bragging rights. And if that's all it was for, bring back bragging rights. I'm sure a lot of you, that actually care about wrestling and everything, remember the bragging rights pay-per-view when it was specifically SmackDown versus Raw. Like that's what it was for. And if you're doing SmackDown versus Raw with your champion versus champion at Crown Jewel, just bring back bragging rights. They could have just did that, called it Crown Jewel, semicolon or subtitle, whatever, bragging rights. Do that. No point in wasting, thousands of dollars getting those belts made that mean nothing just to placate Saudi Arabia. Yeah, I know, you guys are business partners and all that, but you're just wasting an ass load of money for no reason for these belts that are only going to be shown once, and we're never going to see again until next year. Who cares? It's unnecessary. But yeah, just feel like it was stupid. Other news, Goldberg said that he's retiring. He's having his retirement match next year. We all kind of knew what was happening. At some point, most likely, nobody wanted him to go out on that last match he had at WrestleMania because it just wasn't, what it should have been. And yeah. So, glad that he's going to be doing that. But I guess at this point, the question is no longer who's next. It's who's last. And some people already are saying that it's possibly going to be a member of the Bloodline, hopefully the OG Bloodline and not the new one, because that wouldn't make any sense. That would be stupid. But maybe someone like The Rock, or maybe someone else that maybe Goldberg had history with back in WCW. But who knows? Who knows? And speaking of Bloodline, that storyline needs to be done. I'm getting really tired of it. A lot of people are getting really tired of it. It's been going on for years now, and there seems to be no definitive end in sight with the OG Bloodline versus the new Bloodline, and new people seemingly being brought in at random times whenever they feel like it. And with that, Hikuleo, or Hikuleo, I'm not sure how you pronounce his name, but he's already been signed with WWE. And with that, WWE is biding their time for the proper time to bring him in, and that's already further extending the Bloodline story length, which I really want to be done. Like, I like everybody involved, pretty much, but I just want it to be done. And speaking of Hikuleo, he used to be in a, not very well-known group known as the Bullet Club, And interesting fact about the Bullet Club, Bad Luck Fale, the only founding member who is not currently in WWE right now. Finn Balor, formerly known as Prince Devitt when he formed it, Carl Anderson, and Tama Tonga. Yeah, I know, crazy, right? Tama Tonga and Finn Balor used to be buddies. Wonder when that's going to become a thing again. It's a pretty cool thing, and I'm hoping at some point maybe after Bad Luck Fale's contract with New Japan expires, or possibly even before that, with the interpromotional stuff that's been going on with WWE and TNA, maybe they could, have another reaching out to New Japan, make something happen there. It wouldn't be the first time. It's just been a very long time since WWE and New Japan have had a real working relationship. Could happen again though. I would love to see it personally. Like, I think it would be dope, honestly. But speaking of Finn Balor, Judgment Day has become a basically background noise for Liv Morgan and her ego. She took over as Dom's girlfriend, and somehow she's basically the leader of the group now. Like, everything has been focused on her and Raquel, and I get it. She is the women's world champion and everything, but what is the group as a whole doing? Everything is just focused on Liv and her revenge tour, her world tour now. What's the rest of the group doing? Yes, Finn and JD have the tag titles, but they're getting no focus. Carlito, I feel like they were gonna do something with him, with maybe having him and Raquel be a couple, since he seemed to be interested in her, but then he, messed up and said the whole "I gotta learn Chinese" thing when he was talking about two Japanese girls, and everyone got really upset about that because it's 2024 and you can't make jokes like that anymore, Carlito. Shame on you. Bad. That's a different time. It's no longer the ruthless aggression era. You can't say things like that. But hey, just really hope that something happens with this group, and that they get back to being dominant, not just, fodder for her to use whenever, she needs to maintain her championship. And former members of the Judgment Day, Mr. Damian Priest, the guy's got major potential. Okay, he's got some major potential. I'm honestly glad that he's out of the group and is getting to shine on his own, because it's showing that not only can he stand as the enforcer of a group, as the muscle, as the mouthpiece even, that he can also stand on his own as a singles competitor and really, do his thing. And I'm thinking at some point with how they called him, with how Finn was like, hey, we call him Punishment for a reason. I'm thinking maybe some kind of alter ego or something at some point where he's going to be maybe called Punishment Priest. Might not be a thing, might be a thing. I'd be cool with it. If I just made that up, hey, I'm cool with that. But whatever. I think it'd be dope. Punishment Priest, and he's like even more dark and broody and all that. Yeah, it'd be pretty dope. But with him being the number one contender, I really just want to see him kick Gunther's ass and take that belt back off him. Gunther, I feel, does not deserve to be world heavyweight champion. Not saying that he's not a champion level competitor. He's won belts all over the world and everything. But I'm just not a fan. Just not a fan yet. His mic skills, not that they're bad or anything. It's just it doesn't hit. It don't connect with me really. And also the fact that he was the absolute worst King of the Ring that I've ever seen. Okay, I don't know if any of y'all noticed or not. Not a single time did the crown ever go onto his head. Okay, not a single time after Gunther won the King of the Ring did that crown touch his head. I guess he never wanted to mess up his little Austrian swoop or whatever he's got going on with his hair. But yeah, never put the crown on. Nia, on the other hand, Queen of the Ring, put hers on immediately. Flexed that shit. Was like, yep, I'm the queen. Had hers on. Nah, King of the Ring. I'm Gunther, the King of the Ring General, the King General. And nope, never put it on. And I hate that. I hate that so much. And I feel like, honestly, it was disrespectful to everybody that's ever been King of the Ring or has used a king gimmick at all. I feel like it was very disrespectful. Now, in his mind, it may not have been, but as a fan of wrestling and as a fan of, especially of King Booker, I feel like it was very disrespectful. And he could have put that damn crown on. Even if it messed your hair up, so what, man? Put that crown on. Especially after you won it, hell yeah. Throw on your crown, flex like a freaking G, okay? I'm the king, damn it, King of the Ring. I'm the best in the world now. Do that, man. But no, he couldn't do that because he's whack. And you know who else is whack? Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed is boring, okay? I get it. Some people like him. he's this monster, even though he's not, man. He's not. He's just, what's the guy's name? Earthquake? Yeah, Earthquake or Typhoon. You know, the huge guy who used to constantly be doing this because he couldn't stop moving. It was always jerking side to side. And you know the guy. He's just the new him. And we don't need that, man. Like, and then he's big, Bronson Reed. He's not that big. He's not that tall. Okay? Yeah, he's heavy. He's heavy. Cool. But he's not that big. He's not that huge of a guy. And honestly, big doesn't equal exciting. Okay? It really doesn't. He's boring. Ooh, we can fall on people. Good job. That's not what I'm looking for out of a WWE superstar, an athlete. You can fall on people. Cool, man. Yokozuna did more than fall on people. Okay? My man was moving. And that was a big boy. Okay? Rest in peace, Yoko. But come on. Bronson Reed, you kind of suck, man. WWE, maybe you see something I don't. I feel like he's poop. But yeah, that's all for me today, guys. Catch you on the flip side. Deuces.